This episode starts with Ji Won telling Ji Hyeok everything she's figured out about her new life. She informs him about her plan to get Min Hwan and Soo Min to marry each other. They go to Ji Hyeok's house to discuss things further. There, Ji Won becomes good friends his cat. Ji Hyeok wonders why she doesn't just run away from the whole situation. She then explains how Ji Hyeok ended up getting the scar that used to be on her own arm. So, she has to give her fate to someone else. A flashback shows Ji Hyeok putting Ji Won's urn in a columbarium. The driver is Ji Won's father or his spirit per se. While leaving, his car doesn't start and he gets into a taxi. Ji Hyeok talks to him about how he regrets not being closer with Ji Won in the past. When Ji Won's father asks what he would do with a second chance, he says he would use it to protect her. At present, Ji Won asks Ji Hyeok how he came to 2013. He lies and tells her he simply fell asleep and woke up in the past one day. The next day, Ju Ran comes to work and gets a call from her unemployed husband, telling her to pick up her daughter from school that evening. She then comes across Ji Hyeok's grandfather's secretary Lee Seok-jun. They exchange a look and it seems they have a linked past. Ji Hyeok gets a call from Hu Yeon which makes him storm into office. The cause seems to be Seok-jun's presence as a member of the HR department. He is here to investigate the debacle with the meal kits. But they both know it's really because Ji Hyeok's grandfather wants him to keep an eye on things between Ji Hyeok and Ji Won. As per his rules, the meal kit project will be led by Ju Ran instead of Ji Won, although the latter will be allowed to be on the team. Later, Ji Hyeok makes this announcement and Ji Won isn't happy. Min Hwan and Soo Min, on the other hand, seem ecstatic to be on the team. Later, Min Hwan brings Soo Min some strawberry milk and tells her about the company's upcoming workshop. After work, Ji Hyeok drives to the river and thinks about everything he's learned, particularly the fact that his death is inevitable unless somebody else dies instead. He then meets Yoon Ho at his restaurant and asks him questions to make sure he's not from the future too. When he gets drunk and passes out, Yoon Ho calls Hu Yeon. She arrives to help and Yoon Ho recognizes her as Ji Won's friend. Back home, Ji Won tries calling Ji Hyeok but can't get through. The next day, Ji Hyeok is called to speak with his grandfather. He's agreed to call off Ji Hyeok's marriage with a woman named Rob. When he asks to meet Ji Won, Ji Hyeok says that is impossible. He then walks away, determined to ensure Ji Won's happiness. At the office, people talk about Roy Gentle's rising stock value and Min Hwan blames Ji Won for losing his own stake. When he calls Ji Won away from her computer, Soo Min sees that Ji Won has bought the stocks and buys some herself. Meanwhile, Min Hwan tries to get Ji Won to go out with him to a fancy dinner. When he claims to not have money, Ji Won agrees to lend him some to make sure that he doesn't sell his two stocks. Instead of dinner, Ji Won says they should go somewhere on the weekend with Soo Min. They do indeed go for a picnic. When Min Hwan gets rid of a bug for Soo Min, Ji Won recalls a memory of him doing that for her. Suddenly, she gets a work call and leaves.